Have you been invited to a baby shower? Well, guess what? I have the perfect idea for you. But first things first, we have to clear things up. Diaper cakes are now played out, so please do not show up to a baby shower with a diaper cake, okay? Nowadays, we make something called a baby crate. It is the most cutest thing ever, okay? Here's a couple pictures. And today I'll be showing you and giving you some beginner tips on how to create your own. So the most important thing you'll need is the wooden unfinished crate. You want to make sure that's unfinished, that way you can paint it. I got these little dinosaurs from Michaels. I picked it because it'll add some sort of character to the box. Some clamps, your letters, of course. These are wooden from Michaels. And here's the size I wanted to show you up close. For the half wooden crate, these are probably the best size. Then I'll be using Gorilla Glue. I probably should have gotten a clear one. So good thing you're watching this video, you know to make sure you get the clear one. I have these paintbrushes that I've had already. The sponges, I really like those. And these are the color paints that I'm going to use. I have a blue, white, and a green. And these came from Dollar Tree. I decided to buy some cord because I actually want to create some handles on the side. So the original version of this crate already has handles because it's a bigger version. So I'm going to DIY it and add some handles using this cord. This white one I got from Dollar Tree and the tan one I got from Michaels. So if you want to go the cheaper way, go to Dollar Tree. You're going to get less for it, but it's still good quality. And like I said, that tan one's from Michaels. It was about $6. And then I'm going to add a little green to the box because it's more like a dinosaur theme. I also wanted to show you the measurements for the box. So here they are here. Just in case you want to buy the half crate, you know which one to get. Another important item are the dowels. So I was only able to find them in a pack of 2. So I bought 4 of them, but I only needed 3. So all the dowels that I found were the incorrect size. They're going to be really long if you find them, or they'll be too short. So I recommend that you get the longer ones. That way you can get them cut down. So I asked my husband to cut them down because he had a saw available in the house. You're going to use 3 of the dowels. 2 of them are going to be the same size. They're going to sit vertically, and the one that will sit horizontally will be the one at the top that's going to hold up the clothing. So you don't need it to sit but so high because this is going to be for a newborn's clothing. So just keep that in mind. I didn't write down the sizing. If I did, I'll try to put it in here later. But I would just say, use your good judgment. You know how tall you actually want it to be, and just go by that and make sure they're the same size. The baby crate I'm creating is going to be for a little boy, so I decided to go with the colors blue and green. Right here, I'm doing a little mixture because I'm not sure exactly how I want the green to be. I think I want it to be a little lighter, so that's why I decided to play around with the colors. So I decided to go with this blue. It is such a beautiful color. I'm going to double check and see what color this is, but I think this blue is perfect for a little boy, so that's why I picked it. It reminds me of the color of water, and water is a symbol of life. And because she's about to give life, I think it's perfect. I decided to paint the entire outside of the baby crate with this color. The only part I didn't do of the outside was the bottom because I didn't want it to accidentally transfer onto anything. So I have let it dry as much as I could for the time frame that I have, and I left the corners where I'm going to put the dowels into. I left them bare because I want the glue to be able to stick better. So now the important part, okay, this is going to be the thing that will hold up the baby's clothing. These are called the dowels, which I said earlier. And my husband cut them for me, but he wasn't able to cut them perfectly. So he told me to use the edge that is not perfectly even, place that part into the corner at the bottom. And then the top part that is flat will be able to hold up the dowel that will be on top of it. So that way it's even. So right now I'm just trying to just line it up to see how I'm going to sit this thing in the corner, because I really didn't think this through. Like, how am I going to be able to hold this up? So I am mentally trying to come up with a way to hold them in place. I'll come up with something, so you'll see. So here's an up close view of the glue that I decided to use. I'm going to tell you right now, okay, you should use 2 different sources of glue, because I had an accident at the restaurant. So when I went to go deliver the baby crate to my friend, it was so huge. So the restaurant we went to wasn't that big, and they didn't have a lot of space because they set us at a booth. So we sat the crate down on the floor, and a waiter came and broke the top. And I was so disappointed because my husband told me that I should reinforce the top, but I did not listen, mainly because I had only bought 1 source of glue, but also because I had ran out of time. So just bear with me, okay? The baby crate turned out beautiful. So watch all the way to the end, but do not forget to add another source of glue and try to reinforce it with like maybe the rope that I have that I showed in the beginning of the video. I think that would really be helpful. So just keep that in mind as you watch. So as I said before, I didn't have a lot of time to work with. So I actually decided to start painting those corners while the dowels were drying, which probably was another mistake that I did. I probably should have let them completely dry and then added the coat of paint on top. But I was running out of time. I only had a day, and I needed this to be completely, like at least the paint to be completely dry. And I knew that the Gorilla Glue would dry overnight. The problem was, I think when the paint mixed with it, maybe that stopped it from adhering properly. So learn from my mistakes, okay? Let each step dry properly. So this probably should take you a couple days to do, not 1 day, right? So I told you I came up with a solution to hold these dowels down, right? Look what me and my husband came up with. Girl, this was so makeshift, okay? But I really did my best. This was my first time making it. And I was like, I need to put this rope to use because I cannot stand here and hold it until it's dry. So that's the system we came up with. There probably could have been something better, but listen, that's what I came up with, okay? You may be able to come up with something better. So just use that. And if you can think of something, please comment below what it is, so next time I can be great, okay? So I accidentally started doing a couple things off camera, but honestly the only thing I did was try to line up the letters so I can see how I wanted to place them here. I knew that I needed the pink clamps to hold them up, so they definitely had to go close to the top. So this is a design I came up with. It looks a little neater when I'm done, but I'm just deciding on the design right now. Now this is the fun part. Painting the dinosaurs actually was my favorite part. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the design of them. I had to get into, every corner, every nook, make sure that it's not too much paint. I don't know. I have a weird way of having fun, but I like painting. It's actually really relaxing and it's a stress free activity that I like to do sometimes. And I just really like painting these dinosaurs. I was going to ask my kids to help me, but they were tired, so they went to sleep. I did this pretty late. It was like 2 in the morning when I was painting dinosaurs. Okay. I do weird stuff sometimes. So, it's for a good cause. It's for a good cause. My husband stayed up with me. He was on the sofa watching me paint, probably thinking I was delusional. Like, this girl is crazy painting dinosaurs in the middle of the night. Listen, okay, whatever makes you happy, okay? For me, it's painting dinosaurs. For me, gluing the letters on was like the most personable part of this design, because to me, the best gifts are the ones that are customized. So having the baby's name on the box just means so much. And I can tell you right now, her face lit up when she saw this. So just make sure if you do make one, try to find out the baby's name ahead of time. So this is what it looks like after I placed the dinosaurs on. It turned out really nice. Like I said, I do recommend using clear glue, but unfortunately I ran out of time and I was not able to add the extra accents that I wanted to add on, like the leaves and the rope and the handles, but it still turned out so nice. So I'm hoping that you get inspiration. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. If you have any questions about the baby crate, you can leave them in the comment section. And don't forget that balance is possible for every mom.